the mountains tremble and the seas rumble in the southeastern fringes of Ghana. If you give a duck a chance, it will prefer to fly like a kite, while if you uncover secrets of life, for that I hear the wretched stories of wars every day from sun up to sundown. Turn me into a gorilla. This poem is called But of the Same Tree. We are flowers laughing at different corners, but of the same tree. We are leaves seeking different rays of the sun, but of the same tree. We are different roots winding in all directions, but of the same tree. The multitude that go hungry in Calcutta, the newspaper readers of Trafalgar Square, the poor of Harlem and of London slums, the pathetic have-nots in the triangle of death, the war-ravaged lands of Congo, the tear-streaked, flooded lands of Pakistan, the busybodies of New York, the frost-bitten vodka lovers of Russia, the brothers and sisters of the Mekong Valley, the tribes of the beautiful Andes, across to the Yellow River into boundless China. We are flowers laughing at different corners, but of the same tree. We are leaves seeking different rays of the sun, but of the same tree. We are different roots winding in all directions, but of the same tree. Birds of the same feathers should flock together and not devour each other. Give me the paint cleanser, the canvas is now over. Well, this poem is simply trying to reiterate the fact that different peoples around the world simply are just different in the eyes of platonic human beings, because we are of the same human family. And if you look at it deeply, we really aren't that different. And what this poem is trying to say is that the whites, the blacks, the green people, the yellow, the blue, all the corners of the world that you find human beings, despite the various things you're doing, the fact is we are having the same common quality. We are human beings. And since we are human beings, we should flock together. So the poem visits various activities around the world. It touches poor people in Calcutta, touches newspaper readers in Trafalgar Square. It touches the Triangle of Death, where you have a lot of people starving. It touches the Congo, which is facing a lot of deaths due to civil war and the rape of women as a tool of war. It touches vodka lovers in Russia, gets onto the Mekong Valley, crosses the Yalu River into boundless China. So in a nutshell, humanity has been visited in this poem. And the fact is that there is an alliteration in this poem. The constant repetition of the sentence, but of the same tree, is to repeat it in face of the political discrepancies that we face on mainstream television, that people try to create differences and to castigate others as being different just because of geography and probably political ideologies or opinions. But the fact is, we are basically the same, and we are open to the same needs, and no matter where we find ourselves, because we are of the human family, the human tree. And I think this poem tallies well with Tennyson's poem, the the boast of hierarchy, the pomp of power, all that wealth and beauty ever gave awaits alike the inevitable hour. So we have a common destiny. Whether you're famous or not, we are prone to die, we are prone to suffer mishap, we are prone to face pleasure and to face pains. And so we should understand each other better and collaborate rather than hate each other as a family. So in a way, this poem is a hyperbole because there are a lot of differences and complex situations around the world. That is why it is a painting. It is a wish that the world could be such a place that people can collaborate with one another without looking at them from different lenses that are generally superficial and weak. It is a poem that is trying to paint a reality that can reduce the number of conflicts around the world and also probably aid conflict resolution if people think as citizens of the world they don't have any differences. And the poem ends with a kind of closing of the stage blinds when the poet says the canvas is now over. Today the mountains tremble and the seas rumble in the southeastern fringes of Ghana. If you give a duck a chance, it will prefer to fly like a kite, while if you uncover secrets of life, for that I hear the wretched stories of wars every day from sun up to sundown, turn me into a gorilla.